there folks, welcome to RRTV's live broadcast tonight of the Monday night Strength of Field Skip Barber race. We are broadcasting to you tonight from Interlagos. So as we come to live pictures now folks, we've got 7 minutes 25 to the end of qualifying, and we've got a great turnout again tonight. Must be said for the Australian Strength of Field race, with a total of 46 drivers entered. It was broken into 3 splits, and we will be covering the top split with a total of 16 drivers entered in this split tonight. So having a look at our track at the moment, I'm sorry the overlay's not working properly, but one thing I can tell you, this track is 4.3 kilometres in length, a total of 15 turns tonight. The sky is clear with a wind speed of 13 kilometres an hour, humidity is 49, and the track temp today is a scorching 43 degrees Celsius out there. So it's going to be a hot one for all the guys out there tonight. So having a look at our grid at the moment, we've got Ben Smith on provisional pole with a 1 minute 52.363, followed by Colin Sudi in second, Richard Craig third, Troy Duffin fourth, Duke in fifth, sixth Malocus, Brian Hender seventh, Dylan Shepherd, great to see Dylan back tonight having a run in eighth position, Kevin Anderson ninth, and rounding out our top 10 is M. Spencer. So again, because this is a Strength of Field official iRacing race, the grid isn't set. It's basically set on iRating. So we've got a few new drivers here tonight. We haven't seen this season. Louis L. Santos in 12th position is one person we haven't really seen in the top split. Seb Bolakbasi is currently sitting on 13th, and another newcomer to the RRTV broadcast. We've also got Ali Khan Sangur. Hasn't had a run yet, but he's watching the broadcast as well, so welcome to all those guys tonight. So riding on board with Sam Bullock-Bussey, and we'll do a lap around here of Interlagos. He's currently sitting in 7th position at the moment. So Interlagos is quite a tricky track. It's quite fast up on the outer section, but then you get these real tight hairpins through the inner part of the section, as I like to call it, which really tests the driver out. They're generally down to, in some of these hairpins, down to second gear, and now he's coming up into the final corner up here. He'll probably take this in third, and it's important that he gets a really good run here, clips the apex great onto the gas as he comes up the hill to complete another lap. So having a look at our top 10 at the moment, we've got Smith in provisional pole still, followed by Sudi in second, third still Craig. Fourth now is Darryl Ridley. Malacus is in fifth, sixth Henderson, seventh Duke, Duffin 8th, 9th now Bullock-Bussey, and 10th is Matt Spencer. So with 2 minutes 45 left to go, folks, we'll have a look at our pole sitter, provisional pole sitter at the moment. He set a fastest lap of a 1:52.262. The next one, Colin Suti's fastest lap, was a 1:52.921. So he's got about 7/10 of a buffer over second position at the moment. So we'll keep an eye on Colin as he's coming around now to complete another lap in that really nice looking shell livery there. It reminds me of DJR Penske livery there on his skip Barber there. Nearly called it a Formula 4 there, folks, but on his skippy it's looking very nicely presented. And before we get into this racing, this will be our last broadcast for season 2, and then we're going to take a well-earned 1 week break while week 13 is run. That's generally a fun week, and basically it allows iRacing to do a rollout, which we're expecting here on Wednesday. It should be quite an interesting rollout because all the GT3s are going to go to the version 6 of the tyres, and the long-awaited Aston Martin GT1 will be joining the Corvette GT1 for multi-car racing there. And I must say, I'm expecting a lot of people in week 13 to be jumping on that Aston Martin. It looks great, it sounds great, let's hope it drives great. The other thing I'm interested to see is if the Ford GT3 is actually improved so it can keep up a bit more with the other GT3s, but anyway, time will tell and we will see what happens there. And on the oval side, we're expecting a new Camry NASCAR to be released. I think it's the Xfinity version coming out. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not a big oval follower. And they're also updating the Legend, so the Legend will be re-released as well. So it'll be interesting to see how those two cars handle as well. As far as tracks go, I don't think there are any being released because they're still working very hard on Nordschleife and it's looking great, but that's not going to come out this release. Okay, while we're waiting for them all to grid up here, folks, let's go through our grid. So Ben Smith holds out for provisional pole there. Well, he's got pole now with a 1:52.111. Mr. Bolakabassi has got second, third Sudi, fourth Craig, fifth Ridley, sixth Malakis, Duffin 7th, 8th Henderson, 9th Duke, 10th Butler, Spencer out of 11th, 12th Hender, Shepherd will start 13th, Santos 14th, 15th is Sungor, and 17th will be Peter Huggins. So we're just waiting for the starter to give the orders and we will be ready to start this great race. So as we can see here, Ben Smith will be coming out of pole. We're going to jump to chopper view so we can follow the field through that first corner. As we can see further back now, Kem Bolakbassi is in second. It'll be interesting to see how he goes in this race since it's the first time we've covered him tonight. It's a fairly long wait, folks, but revs will be rising shortly. I think they give them just over a minute to join the grid. So we'll be into racing very shortly. Okay, we're under starters orders now, folks, and revs are rising now, waiting for that green. We have green, and the cars are underway there. It looks like Ben Smith's got a good start there with Bullock Bassi in second. Third is Suti diving to the inside there. Fourth at the moment is Malakis as they come into the first corner through centre S's. Will they get through in one piece? It looks like side by side Ken Bullock Bassi's going through down there, but Ben Smith's holding out, followed closely by Suti there. It looks like everyone has got through that first turn. As we can see, our lead is 3 wide down here. 7th with Troy Duffin, all with bumping wheels, and that's a shame. That's Matt Smith going around there. Really, he got squeezed pretty heavily there, and there wasn't really anything he could do there. But bad luck there to Matt. As we jump back to our leader now, he's already got 0.3 of a second back to Kem's been mugged there by Suti and Richards here by the looks of it. Having a great run there, and Kem's coming on the inside of Suti now. Bullock Bassi, I should say, inside of Suti. Suti's going to hold him out though. Will Bullock Bassi have the inside? No, he tucks in there. But it's a fantastic drive there by Richard Craig. He's already up to second position, and we'll see if he can take the fight up to Ben Smith. So as we come across the line for the first time, folks, we have Smith out front, followed by Craig. Suti in third, Bullock Bassi in fourth. Fifth will be Malakis, I think it is, at this stage. Look at the back of Darryl Ridley's car, who's currently sitting in fifth position. See Ridley now coming up on the back of Bullock Bassi, getting that toe. He's having a look on the inside. I don't think it's going to be close, but he tucks back in again. That would have been a real dive bomb if he hadn't made that move. But he'll get another toe up here, and we can expect him to make a pass, possibly. No, he's just going to sit there now, and he'll probably get a good run onto that straight. But as we can see up front, there's not a lot of room, as Bullock Bassi's now having a look on the outside of Craig there. Suti has come up into second position at this stage, and we'll see if anyone can catch Smith. See them coming around a complete lap 2 now. Bullock Bassi's getting a good run here on Craig. We'll see if he can make a move, but he's also going to have to watch behind him, because Darryl Ridley in that number 9 car has also got a good run there. So they're getting in the toe now, and we'll see what they can do at the end of the straight down here. See Bullock Bassi now closing in. Richard's going to go defensive. Going to go to the inside as he's having a look on the inside of Suti here, and he's coming into all 2 wide through centre S's here. Who's going to come out? You can't hang on the outside there, so Suti's going to take it. But Craig's looking very racy tonight, as we can see a car in the background there having contact. So we can see now Craig's got a good run on the inside here of Suti as they come down this back straight. And it looks like Craig's going to make the move, but Bullock Bassi is also having a go, and so is Ridley. Bullock Bassi on the inside of Suti, Richard Craig, Suti side by side through turn 3 there, and it looks like Richard Craig's going to make that move. Suti's going to cover off Bullock Bassi, but further back we've got Malakis now fighting, and it looks like he has made that move on Ridley, but Bullock Bassi is looking quite strong there as they close back in again, coming to the tight part of Interlagos tonight. So at the moment, folks, Ben Smith has a 1.7 second lead over second place Richard Craig at the moment, and it must be said, while those guys continue battling, it's just going to allow Smith to make that gap even larger, as he's pretty much got this race to himself. But the real race is here for second and third, as Sudi now gets that draft again. Richards is going to dive to the inside. Bullock Bassey's following Sudi here as they come down to centre S's. Can Craig hold them out? He's going to be on the outside here, and it looks like Sudi's pushing the issue here, and he makes a move stick, and it looks like Craig's now coming under pressure from Bullock Bassey, who's got a great run there, but Malakos has also got a great run here. So Richard's got two very fast drivers, let's call that three drivers, as Craig's now having a look on the inside of Sudi. He's not going to make that move, I don't think, but he's going to have to watch Bullock Bassey on the outside here, and Malakis is defending from Darryl Ridley there as they go too wide through there, coming to the inside. So Sudi's made that move. Bullock Bassey's on the inside of Craig now, and Craig gives him room side by side into the head, into the oh gee, Craig nearly ran up the back there of Sudi there, and it was good braking there as he went in deep to defend against Bullock Bassey there in fourth position. Malakis is still in fifth position, followed by Darryl Ridley in sixth. Seventh, Adrian Duke's caught up to this, so that's great driving. So has Butler. So we now have a train of about 6 skippies here, all fighting it out for second and third on the podium. Bullock Bassey now, we'll see Craig will probably dive again to the inside here, which he's going to go defensive for sure. And Ken's right up on the inside, got a great run there on Craig there as they come back down into centre S's to complete lap 4. Craig's going to be on the outside. He's just going to hold that position out on Bullock Bassey there, but Malakis is also looking like he's going to get a run here on Bullock Bassey as well. So we're treated to some great racing here for the season finale of the Monday Night Skippies, and Bullock Bassey's now having to defend back from Malakis. Further back we've got Darryl Ridley defending from Adrian Duke here. So it looks like Adrian's got a good run here as he takes up the inside there to take that position away from Darryl Ridley. So Adrian Duke up to 6th position at this stage, and now starting to climb onto the back of Malakis to make that move stick. And let's not forget our leader, folks. We have Ben Smith out here, Mr. Untouchable, as I'm going to nickname him because he was pretty much like this for most of the skip season. He's got a 4.5 second lead now over Colin Sudi back there in second position, who's not had his own way. He's got a bit of a gap now of 0.6 of a second over Richard Craig, who's still in this heavy battle with Bullock Bassey here for the final step of that podium. So we can see them coming side by side down onto the straight now. Craig on the inside, Bullock Bassey on the outside. Craig's pushing deep. He's got to watch all their touched wheels, and that's sent Bullock Bassey around. He's been rear-ended, and that's so unfortunate for Bullock Bassey. We'll get a look at that replay, folks. See as they come back down into the centre S here, we can see Bullock Bassey's just really having to go in deep here to try to defend, or not defend, to make that move. And I'm not sure if Richard knew he was there or not, but Richard's just going to cut across there to take that apex and doesn't leave Bollockbassy anywhere to go, unfortunately. And it looks like Malaki is going to have a go into the back of Bollockbassy, which I must say is very unfortunate for Bollockbassy there, and it looks like that's the end of his race tonight. Yeah, we can see there he's out of the car. Pretty much had enough of that car. Probably that's the end of his race tonight, unfortunately. But out front at the moment we have Benjamin Smith in first position. The gap now is 5.5 seconds back to Colin Sudi. Richard Craig now with a bit of breathing room there, sitting in third, and Adrian Duke finds himself up to fourth now after passing Malakis there. He probably passed him due to that incident, but that's great driving there by Duke. We have Butler back in sixth, followed by Ridley in seventh at the moment. Dylan Shepherd not having the best of runs tonight, struggling a bit out there, back in 8th position, but he has gained 5 positions since the start of this race, so he is slowly working his way to the pointy end of the field. Ender back in 9th, Duffin in 10th position now, Huggins in 11th position, Santos back there, 13th position and 25 seconds from the lead. Spencer back in 13th, Sungar, new person to RRTV broadcast tonight, is having a good run there, back in 14th and 53 seconds off the lead. Henderson is sitting 15th at the moment and 94 seconds. And then, of course, Bollockbassy is in the pits and looks like he has retired from tonight's race. So we have Benjamin Smith out front at the moment. So let's jump on board with him and we'll do a lap around Interlagos. So crank up the sound and enjoy. With our race leader Ben Smith in the Maverick Welding Skip Barber, and you can just see how hard he's working that wheel. But he's got a what's the gap now? 6.1 seconds back now to Colin Sudi in second position, and Richard Craig starting to close that gap, 9/10 of a second to get on the back. But they've both dropped Malacus at the moment, and Adrian Duke is still sitting back in fifth position, followed by Ridley and Butler. So this train further back is still got a battle pack of about 4 drivers, which is great to see. Starting to press the issue here with Malacus for that 4th position, and it'll be interesting to see if these guys can get past him at the moment. But up further, Craig is still chasing down Sudi, but he doesn't have much at the moment to offer in that fight. Malacus, Duke, Ridley, Butler coming up to complete another lap, and this will have 5 laps to go of tonight's Skip Barber race. See now Duke going to the outside of Malacus here, and Ridley's just backing off to let them, doesn't want to get too close in case they tangle wheels too wide through here. And oh, it's going to be close. Malacus gives Duke a lot of room there, and that was good driving there. But look at Ridley, he's got such a good run. He's going to try to thread the needle through the middle here. He's going to have to watch himself, or else he's going to get caught out here, just like what happened with Matt Spencer earlier. That was a fantastic drive there by Ridley to go in between of Malacus and Duke there, and Ridley finds himself now up into 4th position. Fantastic move down there on that back straight. And looks like now Duke has also got past Malacus. So Malacus all of a sudden has dropped 2 positions in probably about 3 corners, and now Butler's starting to press the issue on the back of Malacus. So as Malacus cooked his tyres, that's what we need to find out. Tell you what, folks, that was a fantastic move there by Ridley to make those positions. Really gutsy to go in between those 2 cars down that back straight, and good driving by all 3 there to make sure no one's angled. As you can see now, we've got Ridley followed by Duke in 5th, 6th Malacus, and Butler is in 7th as we come around to complete another lap now. Duke's got a good run here on the inside of Ridley. Ridley's going to hold him out though, but he's going to have to watch his back from Malacus, who's making another move. I think Malacus is going to make a move here to regain that 5th position. Damage there, so that's been a little bit physical out there tonight, but these guys are still having a great run all the same. Jumping back up into 2nd and 3rd here, Craig is now starting to close on the back of Colin Sudi here. So let's see if Craig can get that position for second. Looks like Ridley's got a bit of a gap over Duke now, but as they come into the slipstream, they'll close up again as we follow now. Sudi over there to finish another lap with 3 laps to go after this one, with Craig coming in, trying to get that draft. He's just not quite, he's starting to pick the draft up now, but it's not going to help. He's going to have to get a good run through Sunglasses onto that back straight, but he's having a look on the inside, just showing his nose to Sudi. Sudi's very experienced, and that's not going to phase him one bit, but it looks like Craig got a better run out of there than Sudi, so we'll see if he can make this move down this back straight. He's having a look now on the inside. He's got a great run there from the draft, and he's going to make that move quite easily on Sudi there. But further back now, we've got Ridley under attack by Duke here, coming down the back straight. Duke's going to take that position. He's going to all flashing at the worst possible time, and oh man, that's going to so put off Ridley. They're not going to know where he is. They're going to have to watch netcode, otherwise he's going to wend in tears. But Malakis is having a look now on the outside of Ridley. I think Ridley got a bit balked by Duke, and his car flashing there. And if you're wondering what it's like to be behind a car that's flashing, folks, let's jump on board with Malakis and show you exactly what it's like. Looks like Ridley's going to get it a bit sideways. So we'll see if there he goes. So as you can see, that's actually Duke having issues with his connection. See the car jumping around. This is when the server's trying to predict where that car is. But you can imagine if you're in this race and that car's flashing, you're just not sure where it's going to reappear, and that's definitely what's happened to Ridley. He was put out by that, and the guys don't like it, but it does happen from time to time. And if it gets really bad, the server will drop Duke from the service, but at the moment he's hanging in there with 2 laps to go of this race. So at the moment we have Craig leading Sudi onto the back straight, 2 laps to go. The gap to the leader is 8.4 seconds, but this is where the race is coming through. Craig holds out Sudi there, but now Duke is on the outside here. Ridley's having a look on the inside of Malakis, and he's going to make this move, but Malakis is really strong around the outside there. Can he hold him out? Because he'll have the inside into the next corner, and I think he's going to hold that position as he cuts across the nose of Ridley there and holds 5th position. Now Ridley's going to have a look on the inside, but he's going to have to watch himself here because Barber is closing, and he's just sitting there waiting, hoping these guys make a mistake and try to gain a few positions, but there's nothing separating 4th back to 7th at the moment. The gap is probably around about 8/10 from 4th back to 7th at this stage, coming on to the last lap. You can see now Ben Smith is coming across the start-finish line to take the white flags, and 1 lap to go. And the gap is now 8.45 seconds. Further back now we have Craig defending from Sudi. Can he hold him out with 1 lap to go of this race? 9.2 seconds down from the lead. So Sudi's having a look on the outside there, and looks like Craig's going to hold him out at this stage. Coming down here we also have Duke now. Ridley, Malakis having a look on the inside of Ridley here, too wide. Malakis has made that move stick, and we have had a car go off in the background by the sounds of it. Further up we can see now Craig's defending from Sudi, coming down that back straight, too wide. They go in here. This is going to be Craig's corner though, and Sudi's running out of options here. Where can he make that move? But looks like Ridley is having a great battle here with Malakis. Malakis on the inside, and he's going to hold out Ridley here, but can Ridley get that car back on the inside and retake this position? He's definitely going to give it a go, and it definitely looks like he's going to make that move. So that's good driving there by Ridley, but Malakis isn't one to give up, and he will be waiting to see where he can make that move. But up front at the moment it is all Ben Smith as he comes down to the final corner in the Evolution Racing Australia. Maverick Welding, Skip Barber coming up to take the win of the final round of the Monday night Skip Barber Strength of Field race here in Australia. Fantastic drive there by Ben Smith, who celebrates as he comes across the line to take that win. But further back here, side by side, Sudi, Richards, Craig, sorry. Who's it going to be, Richard Craig or Colin Sudi? It's going to be close. I think, oh man, that was super close. It looks like Richard Craig just held out Colin Sudi there, and the gap, as we can see, Duke coming across the line for fourth, followed by Malakis, who's pulled the car up. Ridley is finishing in sixth position there. That was fantastic driving there by Sudi and Craig as they touch noses there to celebrate the end of that race. Very hard fought, quite a clean race. The only person that really didn't survive that race was Bullock Bassey, who was involved in that incident earlier tonight with Richard Craig. So having a look at our final positions, folks, Benjamin Smith with a 10-second gap leads from start to finish. He also got pole position, and he got the fastest lap of a 1:51.986, so that's fantastic there, followed by Sudi in second, Craig in third. So Sudi just held him out by 4/10 of a second. That is close. Duke in fourth. Fifth is Ridley. Sixth Malakis, 7th Butler, 8th Hender, 9th Huggins, 10th Dylan Shepherd. 11th was Troy Duffin, 13th Santos, 12th Santos, 13th Spencer, 14th Sungor 7, 15th Bullock Bassey, and 16th was Kevin Henderson. We have Richard Craig in the commentary box, so welcome Richard. Fantastic drive there. You were having a great battle there with Bullock Bassey earlier on, as well as Colin Sudi.
Yeah, that was that was quite something, Bertie. I don't quite know what happened with Sam. I think it was a net code. I think I got a 0 contact at my end, but that was a bit unfortunate. But yeah, Colin and I had a ding-dong battle. Unfortunately, the back of my car was a bit bent when Paul hit me earlier on, but still, it was really good fun. I knew that Colin eased off to let me by. It was just a matter of, can I do it? Because it was really my only hope. I had to go for it.
Yeah, well, the gap at the end of that, as you cross the line, we had it in slow-mo, was, 3/10 of a second, I think, separating Colin from yourself there for second and third.
Hundredths, I think you'll find, Bernie. I tried to hang him out wide as much as I could, but comes a point where it's a bit rude, you know. So.
Yeah, it was always going to come down to that run off that last corner, and I knew it was going to be close, but I didn't expect it to be that close. We also saw the incident earlier on with Kem Bullock-Bassey there. It looked like he was just on the inside there and probably just out of your view, and he just clipped his front wheel by the looks of it, but then he got rear-ended by Malakis, which pretty much put the end of his race tonight, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's a shame. All fair and love and war, I guess, but we don't like to see that. We like to have clean racing, clean close racing.
Yeah, definitely, but it was a great finale tonight. But of course, Mr. Untouchable out there, 10.2 second gap. Was there anything? Well, I guess there wasn't much you and Colin could do, as you guys are in a battle to try to pull back in Ben Smith tonight.
Well, that's the thing. It became clear again, a couple of laps in, that it was going to be a fight for second place, and that seemed to be more important to the guys than holding station and going for it. So I just decided to join in the fun. Had a bit of fun going around the outside of Colin in those early laps, going into the infield. That was a blast. But, yeah, he was gone. I saw him in a practice earlier on, and he did a 52.1 on his third lap out, which is, blisteringly fast.
Yeah, the fastest lap he set was a 51.9, which is, of course, he's out there not battling anyone, so he can just hot lap there. But I bet you breathed a bit of a sigh of a relief once you got a gap back to Adrian Duke, Darryl Ridley and Malakis there. Because at one point you were in a battle with about 7 skippies there in a trade.
Yeah, and then I thought that the damage would get the better of me. I had to take it easy because I wasn't quite sure what was going to happen on turn-ins to a couple of corners. And before I knew it, Colin was 1.1 out, so I had to put my head down and haul him back in. And that took, I think, 3 or 4 laps. But, I made it. But we're so evenly matched around here. And well done to him. I mean, he planned that. I was trying to plan it. But he pulled it off at the end, not by much, but it was great fun.
Yeah, but as you said, it was good driving by yourself to get that gap in, because at one point he did pull out probably a gap of about 4 or 5 car lengths, which it took you a few laps, but you got back up there and took the fight to him. So congratulations there on 3rd position, Richard. Before we let you go, do you want to give a shout out to anyone in particular?
Well, firstly, I want to thank all the guys who have come along and supported it. We've had quite a few international drivers turning up, and then we've had some of the creme de la creme of our local Aussie drivers, the likes of Benjamin and Mike Matheson and co. Mike has missed the last few rounds. He's away working in the South Island of New Zealand. So thanks everyone for entering into this in good spirit, and we've got a bit of an announcement because we'll be doing it next season, and hopefully we can build it and make it even stronger. And huge thanks to you, Bernie, RRTV, for getting in behind this initiative. It's really awesome, mate, and the energy is really picking up. And congratulations, Benjamin, on your awesome pace and another good win.
Yeah, so I've got Ben Smith here, Mr. Untouchable. I've nicknamed you tonight, Ben. So well done on another win, and Evolution Racing Australia will be pretty happy with that result.
Yeah, the car's feeling good tonight. I'm spewing I didn't get to see any of the battles that were going on behind. I only caught the end of that last conversation.
Yeah, well, you could have slowed down and let them catch up, I guess. Then you could have seen the battle firsthand, mate.
Yeah, that would have been a bit of fun, but I really wanted to try and snag a few more points just at the end of the week, just to try and scrape into the top 10 of the championship. I think I might have just missed out.
Oh, you'll have to let us know once you get those results. But once again, a dominant drive there. You started from pole. You had the fastest lap of 1:51.9, I think it was, and took the win from start to finish. So you can't get much better than that, mate.
Yeah, very happy. It all came together very well. Yeah, just massive thanks to Maverick Welding and Deminov Innovations for getting on board for the season. And just want to second what Richard said to you, Bernie. You do a really good job broadcasting other races. It's really good. We're really happy, and I hope it does keep on getting bigger and better.
Yeah, well, it's great to see. We're not only attracting big Australian names, we've also had some really big European names join us on some Monday nights, and you know, it's great to see you guys battling with the Europeans. And tonight we had 46 in total register over 3 splits, so that's really good for the Australian Skip Barber community. Also next season, RRTV will continue broadcasting the Monday night skippies, as well as the Australian New Zealand Skip Barber Championships, the OzSmack, the Smack, and the F1s now, so it's great for open wheeler racing for next season, so I'm looking forward to that. But anyway guys, we should wrap this up. So thanks for popping in, and thank you so much to all the viewers out there for supporting RRTV for Season 2. As I said earlier in the broadcast, we will be taking a 1 week break, but we will be coming back after week 13. So thank you so much for watching RRTV. Good night.